Let's get to the Midwest, guys. We have Kansas as the 1 seed, Auburn as the 2 seed, Wisconsin as the 3. The Providence Friars is the 4. To I've already talked to you about this bracket, man. Give me your upset pick because this one is a doozy, folks.
The bottom of that bracket is going to be a mess, and I'm just throwing it out there. And I wasn't the only person to say this. I think Miami can get all the way to the Elite Eight.
Oh,
you
my
look at
God.
Their match, you look at that. See, that's the same. That's
Oh!
the same reaction that Randolph Childress had.
What?
And his looks of disappointment every time I made a pick yesterday. It was like unbelievable. Now Miami's guards are good, and they're good. They have Sam Wardenberg who can pull Isaiah Mobley away from the basket to where he can't protect it as high of a level. Isaiah Wong, Cam Auguste, they've got dudes out on the perimeter. Those guys can score it. Give me Miami over Southern Cal, and then they play Auburn. Who's had some guard issues. Miami's strength is guard play.
Oh, my.
Give me the Canes.
Oh!
Give me the Canes. And then they'll probably run into Wisconsin and Johnny Davis. And it's one against about 3 dudes for Miami who can get it done.
No.
Give me the Canes. Give me the Canes over Wisconsin. But a fun matchup is going to be Tari Eason against Johnny Davis. I'm looking forward to that. But give me the Canes. They're going to play Kansas in the Elite Eight. Kansas is going to end up advancing. Miami, give me the Canes. Give me Larinaga. Your feel-good story. Don't think I forgot about that, Mr. Fanta. That was your feel-good story.
That was my feel-good story.
So you got to keep that in mind here. They'll win 1-2. They'll win 3 games.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe you just did that.
And then only about 5,000 people in the city of Miami will actually know that it's occurring, but it will still nonetheless be a great run by the Canes.
Fanta, we do not need to acknowledge this. Go ahead and go with your upset pick.
Man, I got to tell you guys, if I look at this bracket, all right, I love Wisconsin's draw because I have no idea what to expect from LSU and Iowa State. LSU goes through this coaching change here. I wonder if those kids will rally around each other and get a win. I think they will. I like LSU to beat Iowa State. I don't trust Iowa State offensively at all. But I like the way things set up for Wisconsin because I have trust issues with Auburn. So that's why I don't mind the Miami pick from that standpoint. Like when you're picking in your bracket, look at the higher seed that you don't trust and then try to find a team that could end up making a run over them. That's how you pick. You're not going to pick, Gonzaga to lose. You want to look at, or at least you're probably not. When I look at this, I actually think, so I like Providence and Iowa. I don't think either one of them is going to get picked off, despite both games being interesting. I think the Friars getting blitzed by Creighton helps them in this first round game. I think they're going to win. And South Dakota State is a sub 200 defensive team in Ken Palm. They don't defend.
And they don't have Providence also has a kid named Justin Minaya who they're going to put on Shireman.
Shireman.
What's his first name?
Baylor
Shireman. Yeah, they're going to put him on Baylor Shireman. He's going to eat his lunch.
He's going to.
That kid's not going to get anything going. And I think Providence is a 2-point favorite according to our friends over at Bet River Sportsbook, and I think that they roll South Dakota State. I picked South Dakota State yesterday. I've completely changed my mind on that upset.
I do like. I don't know why. I have this gut feeling about the San Diego State Creighton winner giving Kansas a game. I don't know if I'm ready to say that they would win. I'd still lean Kansas. But, guys, I think that San Diego State Creighton game is a great 8-9 matchup. Two really good defensive teams. Creighton's played extremely well over the last couple weeks. San Diego State, the name of their star escapes me right now.
Matt Bradley.
Thank you. Matt Bradley. I watched him on film a little bit. Watched some highlights as well. I was really impressed. And I think that he's a guy that can give Creighton some problems. But by the same token, this comes down to Alex O'Connell, Trey Alexander's ability to guard, to make things happen. I think Greg McDermott's got a team with the right mojo. I like Ryan Hawkins as well. Look, I don't think that Kansas loses to either, but I think it's a tougher 8-9 draw than you think because I think Creighton can play with the big dog, right? I do. Yeah, they play with Villanova. San Diego State can too. I like Kansas, but I don't think there's a major upset in this early on in this region. I'm out on the idea of an upset for whatever reason.
So my upset was going to be anybody that picks an upset in this region. So I think that the only double-digit seed that wins is going to end up being Miami, and then I think we're going to see kind of chalk get into the second weekend. I think it's going to be Kansas, Auburn, Wisconsin, and whoever wins that Providence Iowa game. I have Iowa right now beating Providence, but I can be talked out of that. All right, who's the player to watch? There's a lot of talent in this region. There might be the most individual talent out of any region. Tio, who do you got for a player to watch?
Keegan Murray. That's a pretty easy one. Is there a guy that's more talented of a scorer in the country? It's close, but I would say almost no. I mean, there's a couple of guys up there flirting around with him, but for the most part, he is that guy. And then Johnny Davis is also in that one. Two studs out of the Big Ten. Those two are obviously two to watch. But one that I think is going to be huge is that 8-9 matchup, like you guys talked about. Those Creighton freshmen and those young players for Creighton, how they go up against one of the best defenses in the country. That's a few right there. I know you say one all the time, and I like go off on a tangent, but those are three sets of players.
Yeah, you guys aren't very good at following the directions.
Not big on orders. Not big on directions.
Not big on directions. Fanta, what do you got?
KD Johnson of Auburn.
You did it again. You know you did it again, right?
I stole it?
Yeah, you stole mine. Go ahead, Fanta.
Auburn got a nice setup here. So I'm going to give it to an Auburn guard because KD Johnson, as Terrence says, runs on nightmare fuel. He makes all the little plays happen. He gets after loose balls. He makes big-time shots for this team. I'm going to go with KD Johnson. Auburn. Do not let me down, Auburn, because you have been shaky here down the stretch in the season, but I think the committee did you a favor. I really do. This is your window to make a run, and can they? Hell yeah, they can. KD Johnson is my impact player.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's the Auburn guards for me. You know, if they show up and they play the way that they play within themselves. If we don't get a KD Johnson over 14 performance, right? I think that those are going to be the guys that determine just how far Auburn goes. And that's not really a hot take. We've seen it all season long. The one other one that I will say is one guy that could kind of be a little bit of a difference maker is Remy Martin. When you're going up against a team, whoever Kansas gets in that second round, I think it'll be San Diego State. Creighton could be there as well. You're going to get a borderline elite defensive team. And you're going to need people that can create something on their own in the half court. And the only guy that can really do that for Kansas, I think, is Remy Martin. He's a game breaker, and they don't really have many game breakers that can do things on their own. So that's one guy to watch. All right, what is the matchup that you are hoping for out of this region? Fanta, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, I mean, when I look at this region, I would really like to see Auburn play Wisconsin. I'd be really intrigued to see that game if it's a 2-3 matchup. To see the talent level of Jabari Smith on one side and Johnny Davis on the other. Are you kidding?
Where the game is going to be played, right?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, in Chicago, right?
In Chicago. So do you know who that's going to be a home game for?
Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Badgers.
Yeah, and Wisconsin gets to play their first weekend in Milwaukee. I mean, the committee did them a favor. Holy
I didn't
cow.
even think about that. Yeah.
Holy cow. We were talking about Villanova being in the East, and they weren't. Wisconsin got as good of a draw in this tournament as any team. They really did. LSU and Iowa State can't be trusted. Wisconsin's going to win 2 games in this tournament and get to Auburn. So who wins that game? Jabari Smith, big time. Auburn, I think, can cause some matchup issues for Wisconsin when Auburn's at their best. But Wisconsin's so tough, guys. Chucky Hepburn, Tyler Wall. How about the rim protection involved in Wisconsin-Auburn? It'd be a great front court battle. I want that game.
What do you got, T.O.?
Are we overlooking Colgate and how good they are?
I mean, it's
that just has madness written all over it.
To me, no, because the game is played in Wisconsin, and I don't think Colgate has anybody that can stop Johnny Davis. The only thing I will say is Johnny Davis is a little bit banged up right now. So if he's not at 100%, it's a foot, ankle. He's got, I can't remember what it is. He's one of those guys that's got something going on.
Yeah.
Do you have Colgate winning too?
No.
You have
No.
You heard it here first. Colgate against Miami in the Sweet 16.
No. I couple couple of individual matchups that I'm looking forward to watching if we get those matchups. Keegan Murray, Justin Minaya, you guys alluded to it. That's going to be a freaking awesome mano-a-mano situation going on there. One of the best offensive players in the country versus one of the best defensive players in the country that for some reason isn't getting picked on defensive All-America lists, which is baffling to me. And then Tari Eason against Johnny Davis, LSU and Wisconsin. I realize the whole thing with LSU has put a damper on for me, but at the same time, they still have dudes, and Tari Eason is one of those dudes. Johnny Davis is one of those dudes. That's going to be a quality matchup.
Yeah, the last time that Will Wade was not involved in the NCAA tournament for LSU, he was suspended for the 2019 NCAA tournament. Tony Bedford took them to the Sweet 16. So maybe they're better without Will Wade. I know that's a harsh thing to say for T.O. over here, who was recruited by Will Wade, who had a bad.
I wasn't. He was the Dobo. He couldn't recruit me then, but sure, I'll take it. I'll just sit on it. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you guys nailed the matchups. To me, it's not the team matchups, it's the individual matchups here that we could end up seeing. That could be a lot of fun. I have Kansas and Iowa in the Sweet 16. I have Wisconsin and Auburn in the Sweet 16. I'm going chalk to the Elite Eight. I have Kansas and Auburn. I have Auburn getting to the Final Four. I'm doing it. I am buying into Wendell Green. I'm buying into Katie Johnson. I'm saying that they are going to show up when the lights are the brightest, and they're going to get Auburn back to the Final Four. What do you got, Fanta?
Wisconsin to the Final Four.
I like
taking the Badgers.
Yep, I got Kansas to the Final Four, beating Miami in the Elite Eight.
Amazing.
Bill Self just continues to get it done.
If that happens, I'm buying you a great meal in New Orleans. If Miami makes the Elite Eight, I'm doing it right now. Because I got to give you credit for going out on the ledge there, sir. Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.